Coming up today on Better, fun for the entire family. We're telling you about an action-packed attraction coming to Connecticut. Plus, if you have travel on your bucket list, go for it. We're talking to an expert on how to make your trip a reality. And get a rare look into one of entertainment's most dangerous jobs. We're hearing from legendary stuntman Eddie Braun on a new documentary. Your day is about to get better, starting right now.
First you go down, then you go up to make it better, make it better. Down on the ground, that's just one way up. Make it better, make it better.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Better Connecticut. I'm Sundlun.
And I'm Marc Robbins, filling in for Scott.
We're so happy to have you here. So thanks for being here. We get to talk about all kinds of fun things, and maybe we'll even throw a little sports in for you.
You know what? Whichever way this show goes, I'm ready. I'm buckled in, and you drive, and I'll go along for the ride.
Right. We always say that the sports guys are great here because we never know what happens on this show, and that's exactly what you guys are doing when you're watching games. You're just
quite often,
quite literally punting.
Yeah, at the last minute, we change up the highlights or the description, however the game goes, and that's what makes it so much fun.
Well, there's more fun coming back to Connecticut. The Farm Aid Music and Food Festival is coming back. That's Saturday, September 25th. Willie Nelson, John Mellencamp, Neil Young, Dave Matthews, and more. They're all headlining this. So I think it's sort of also just even if you're not going to that concert, it's just a headliner of, wow, we're going to return to normal.
Well, back in a big way. Back in, and just very excited. The Xfinity Theater is where everything's going to be on September 25th. And I'm looking forward to this because, as you say, it's just another sign. It signifies that the return to normalcy, the return to entertainment and good times.
Yeah, and even as we're talking about this Delta variant and whether or not kids are going to have to wear masks every day. The American Academy of Pediatrics saying yesterday they wanted them to, but a lot of doctors saying today, including Dr. Fauci, has come out to say, this might be a little bit too strict. So we'll have to see what local schools are saying. I know our governor has said he does not support going back to a mask mandate for businesses and stores.
Right.
So we'll have to see. Let me ask you, if you go to a sports game, have you been to one yet? I mean, is that getting more normal?
Yes, that is getting more normal. No mask mandate, of course, and I see very few people, much like going to a grocery store. In the stands, you'll see a few people here and there, but maybe one out of 50, 75 people are wearing a mask.
All right. I know a lot of people are looking to get back to going to see professional baseball or football this fall. So that's so. In the meantime, Jeff Bezos went to space and came back already today.
Yeah.
It was a short ride. It was sort of like. Reminds me of the idea of when I was a kid, I grew up in Ohio, and there was the demon drop where you go shoot up and then shoot right back down.
Kings Island?
Yes.
All right. Yeah, a big roller coaster is what you're saying.
Yeah, it was. I mean, although this is a fancy one, but this is definitely a new frontier, sending all those folks up into space and back. Even though it was only about 12 minutes, they say it was the best day ever. They did experience weightlessness, but it makes me think, like, what's next for all of us?
Well, and Wally Funk, 82 years old. She's the oldest person to ever go this high into space and into the atmosphere, and what a thrill for her and the Danish student that was on this trip as well. And it's the first of many, and it's like a big, expensive roller coaster. And thank goodness it came back safely. I was, I think
a lot of people
worried.
are feeling that way. I can remember it being in school and all of us watching the Challenger because they had sent a teacher up, and that's obviously how sad that ended, but being young and not even sure exactly what it meant when we saw. So this was the whole world was watching, so it needed to go well.
And it did, and it will signal further events, and they'll go higher, they'll go longer, they'll be weightless. I guess they were weightless for 2 or 3 minutes, but that, I would imagine bigger is better, certainly. And when you have $220 billion like Jeff Bezos has,
it looks like it's just a little thing bouncing in the air right there.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. There's already plans to build hotels. They're saying they can get hotels built up there within the next 5 years. I mean, that seems.
But now you got to stay. But it's a whole different thing to go up and stay up there. Then you got to lock up, not
that's
just
whole different.
come back down.
Yeah, wild.
I don't know that we'll ever see that. Do you think?
You know what? Did you ever think you were going to talk into a phone and see someone?
No, that I never did.
So
Well, they had hotels in space in the Jetsons.
Yeah.
So
we're heading there.
There you go.
All right, meanwhile, Prince Harry wants to tell his own life story. Certainly, the media has been talking a lot about the royals and the rift. Well, the Duke of Sussex is now writing a memoir. It's scheduled to be released by Penguin Random House. Can you imagine the bidding war for this memoir? It's a definitive account of experiences, adventures, losses, and life lessons, he says. And proceeds from the book will all be donated to charity. But this is, you can only imagine what the publishing houses around the world were doing when they were bidding for this book.
Oh, huge. I wonder if it costs more to get the publishing rights or to go into space with Jeff Bezos. I don't know. It was an auction for that too. But I really admire these two. They have broken away from the royal family because of their beliefs and their philosophies and whatnot. And they are making it work. And they are, they're continuing. All the proceeds, from what I understand from the book, will go to charity.
Will go to charity.
Yeah.
But you know what? They certainly have not needed to worry. They have Netflix programming. They've got children's books. I'm sure that they are going to be just fine as far as people go, what are they going to do when they broke away from the royal family?
Yeah.
It's probably actually more lucrative for them to do it this way. Not that that's the reason they did it. But
no.
I just hope, you know what? Their brothers and the dad, I want to see some level of healing. I totally understand they got to walk their own path, but I'd like to see some level of healing for the family.
And I think time will, as it does, heal those wounds to a great extent. Never fully, maybe, but I think to a large extent. I think some time away will do everybody good, and they'll come back. That's, families, often, whether they're royal or not. Yeah, that happens in families.
It does, and we're just all seeing it, yeah. So Lady Gaga and Tony Bennett are going to be sharing the stage. It's for his 95th birthday, and he was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, as you know, but it's being billed as as their final performance together. But he's so amazing, and apparently the way he sings and the way music has stayed in his life, they say that has made all the difference as to why he is 95 with Alzheimer's and still doing so well.
I do. It's therapeutic for him, and he works with Lady Gaga. I mean, the two are tremendous. It's a wonderful duo, and they're so talented, and they mesh. Who would have thought that those two, would mesh together like they have, and they really are a great pair.
Yeah, special relationship. I mean, I know obviously she's much younger, but it's incredible to see the two of them. And I love how she shows also, just being this young, popular singer, how it's important to pay homage to those who came before and how much he's taught her.
Yeah, I mean, she respects him so much. She loves him, and you can see he loves her and recognizes her ability and has drawn out so much more of her talent, I think, as well.
So are you feeling tired right about now at 3:07? It's National Nap Day. So you may take a nap, preferably after Better Connecticut is over, or we'll wake you up with Eyewitness News at 4. But they've studied this, and they say naps that are about 10 minutes are the best. They improve your mood and your mental state. I wish I could nap. I fall asleep, and I need to be out for 2 hours, and I feel like I have to start my whole day over. So I will rather just maybe take a walk, or if I fall asleep, it's over for me.
Well, and that's what they say, 10 to 30 minutes is the best time frame, and any longer, oftentimes people are sluggish and have trouble going on with the rest of their day.
I feel like I just might as well start over. I mean, when I used to do the morning show, I'd be like, anything I could do to stay out of the house to not nap. It was better for her to come home and go earlier. But Dennis is a great napper. I'll get a text sometimes just so I don't bother him. It says nap.
So
a text says nap.
And for how long?
About 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah, I think I like 20 to 30, and then that's it.
And you can wake back up and be fine?
I can wake back up and go on with the rest of the day.
Okay. So anyway, take a nap today. Just set your timer so that you don't oversleep. All right, so the debate over which emoji is the most popular is over. It's the laughing till you cry emoji, this one. Now, I will tell you that my kids tell me that only old people who don't know anything and are not in vogue are using this emoji. It's just a mom, dad emoji, and so now the young people don't use it anymore. But it's the most popular emoji out there, along with the winking kiss and the red heart.
Thumbs up as well.
The little tear.
Are emojis to the point where they're already passé? I mean, they've only been around for about 4 years, right? 5 years?
Well, it is interesting because they say they're modern day hieroglyphs, and I never thought of that before, but in previous ancient cultures, they used symbols to say what they were trying to say.
Right. I wonder anybody is an archaeologist has found a thumbs up.
Someday when they come look back at our society, they're going to find like an old iPhone and like try and bring it up.
Oh.
All right. Costco is going to keep its special operating hours for people who are 60 and older. Even as the world starts to open up more, Costco will let its stores in the U.S. and Puerto Rico have special opening hours for that age group.
I love this. I think mask or no mask, I think that companies like this, stores like this should have designated times for people in that age bracket. I think it allows them to shop better. I think it allows them to get what they want done, in a more efficient manner. Especially some of these places, it's so crowded and whatnot, and you want to take your time, or you don't move particularly smoothly or quickly, and you want a little extra time. I think this is a great move, a couple days a week for companies.
Yeah, it's going to be Tuesdays and Thursdays, 9 to 10 a.m. Oh my gosh, the lines at Costco. Yeah, exactly why they need their own time.
But I wonder if people, and the only thing is you don't want people crashing it. You
Yeah.
don't want a 59-year-old coming in saying, listen, I just need some paper towels, and then I'm out.
This is the only time on earth that we're all trying to be older, right? Can I get a vaccine? Can I get into a store?
Yeah.
Okay. Little celebrity news for you. Halsey, she's a singer, and she is a new mom. She announced this on Instagram, posting a series of photos from her birth. But they have not revealed the baby's gender, only the name, which doesn't reveal the gender. It's Ender Ridley Aiden. So, first child of Halsey and her screenwriter boyfriend, Olive Aiden. So she's got a new album coming out August 27th.
Well, congratulations. Big goings on for Halsey, a new mom, new album. She's got a busy 2021 and probably into with a baby, obviously, for the next 18 years.
She's busy for the rest of her life.
Yeah.
They should give us special shopping hours. Moms with kids
That's a good idea.
It would help everyone else, too, who gets annoyed with the
about 3 in the
crying
morning.
kids.
You could do it.
Here's an hour for moms and crying kids.
I think everybody would vote for 3 a.m., 4 a.m., and have everybody in there with babies that don't sleep.
Sometimes if the stores are 24 hours, that's the best time to go shop. All right, for all your latest celebrity news and more, you can watch People, the show. It's right here on Channel 3 at 7:30 every evening. Here's a preview.
Tonight, only on People, Sandra sits down with the Backstreet Boys and she asks the big boy band question, will fans get a Backstreet NSYNC mega tour?
It's really cool because there's so many parallels that we've shared together. They had a lot of hits, and they all came from around the same camp of producers that we worked with. So there was so many things that we related to. So I think it'd just be good for the nostalgic side of it for the fans if maybe we did something like that in the future.
Fans would lose their mind.
They will lose it. It would be too much. Can you imagine those
Heads would
two
explode.
bands?
What about the Boys of Summer Stadium Run?
Great
Is that like the
right?
name for both
That's a
bands
great
when
one.
both bands get together? That would
I don't know.
maybe.
I just made it up.
Hey, well, it's out there now, Brian.
Also, Nick Carter gives a baby update. It is out tonight and it is only on People.
They call them big boy bands now? Have you
Instead
ever?
of boy bands?
Yeah, well, they're older. Now they're big boys.